over in the Eastern Conference. Over in the Central Conference, you can see at the bottom of the standings are the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Actually, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders are on a 5-game losing streak. So something for Matthew Wright and the rest of the squad to be able to address. Nice look there at Ryusei Shinuyama, the starting point guard. Here for Coach Ronan Ginsberg. On the other side, Hokkaido has not been doing as well. If you can look at their standings, at 6-13, as we mentioned it earlier, and they have lost 4 out of their last 5. But the good thing for one of these squads here today is they're going to pick up a victory, which both of these teams badly need. As we take a look at head coach Ryutaro Onadera. He's actually made a few good moves here in the past couple of weeks that we've been covering them, but at the same time they've also been hurt by a lot of injuries. So today they're going to be having Dwight Ramos. Good to have him back in action. They're going to have number 5, that's Ryan Kreiner. They also have number 25, Terry Allen, and number 40 is Thomas Welsh. There were a few games that we've covered already this season wherein Thomas Welsh unfortunately wasn't the injured list, couldn't be used, couldn't be utilized. Now they've got a full set of imports, and that's important. Now going to have the introduction of the starting 5, as we call in the starters for the visiting squad. They're going to start out with number 1, that is Kohei Sekino. Number 4, Shuto Terazono, the speedster. We have number 5, Ryan Kreiner. Also number 14, Kyusuke Hoshino as their shooting guard. And number 40, Thomas Welsh, will play center. And now let's get ready for the introduction of the home squad, the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Nice look there at Matthew Wright, the Asia Core import from the Philippines, number 35. His numbers have been down here this season. He was very excited about joining Kawasaki because Kawasaki has a winning tradition. But unfortunately for their squad here this season, they have really struggled. Let's enjoy the introduction of the players. As we take a look at the lineup here. We have number 3, Sasha Kilia Jones. Number 7, of course, Ryusei Shinuyama, a legend here in Japanese basketball. We also have number 24, Elise Johnson. And number 25, Roscoe Allen, as their international imports. And number 35, Matthew Wright, who we talked about a while ago. Matthew Wright will be coming off the bench here. Now we've got the starters.
Number 17, New Inter. Blue Horse, number 24, Alison Shilson.
And there you have the starters for the home squad, starting out with number 3, Sasha Kilea Jones. They have number 12, Rhea Nozaki. Number 14, that is Tepe Kashiwagura. And then they have number 17, that's Rio Iida. And finally, as their starting 5, they will have number 24, Alice Johnson. Have the referees handling proceedings in a little bit. Those are the 3 individuals. We have referee Masabuchi, referee Hashimoto, and referee Ito. Starters once again for both these squads. For the Brave Thunders, they got Kilea Jones, Nozaki, Kashiwagura, Iida, and Johnson. For Hokkaido, the visiting squad, Sekino, Terrazono, Kreiner, Hoshino, and Welsh. We've set the table, we're ready to go here as we welcome you back to the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena. This is called the Roar Arena. Actually had a very fortunate 2 months ago to have been able to visit the Todoroki Arena and saw a game here live. It's a fantastic stadium. You can feel the energy from the crowd. And once again, the players hoping to be able to feed off that energy. Dwight Ramos will be coming off the bench, together with his counterpart on the other side for the Brave Thunders in Matthew Wright. The Brave Thunders will have first possession with Johnson. And the fans here will be cheering from start to finish, regardless of the score line. Traveling is going to be called there. First turnover of the ball game, and it goes to Johnson. Terrazono hounded in the backcourt. Poor pass. Easy basket here for the home squad. Nice steal. Start things off on a good note for them. That's Nozaki there. Looking inside, breakdown in defense. Kreiner gets away for 2. No. Should have been a 3-point play. That's going to be the first personal foul called on Alice Johnson. Look at Nozaki playing the passing lanes and is rewarded there with his first 2 points. Kreiner's first from the line. Not a problem. Johnson there a little bit frustrated. Being called for traveling and also picking up his first foul early here. Not even a minute gone. We're tied at 2. Rush in the backcourt. Easily handled there by Hoshino. Kilea Jones with a handoff. Don't exactly know if you want to be able to have that much contact. You want to go around the screen, not just go straight into the screen. That's an easy call for the referees. Kilea Jones to the wing. Johnson with a jumper. Will rattle out. Welsh's first rebound. We're gonna have Sikino bringing it up. Terazono, a lot of speed. His pass to the corner, there was nobody there. He was saying, well, our set had somebody there at the corners. So Coach Onodera says, never mind, let's just reset. Another offensive thrust here for Kawasaki. Both teams trying to pressure the ball carriers up high. Delay the ball coming up. Inside, Johnson with a flip. His flip too strong. He said there was contact. Referee say play on. Machino will send it over to Terazono. They spread things out once again. Four corner offense. Kreiner left open for this long three. Thomas Welsh gets that long rebound. Kreiner will bring it back out. Use the 14 seconds they've got. Terazono with the left hand. Not there, but again. Tip from Welsh. Third opportunity will get him a foul. He'll head to the line for two shots. Relentless pressure on the boards this time by the boys in white and green. Welsh will pick up 2 rebounds in that sequence. Now has 3 in total. Short in the first there for Thomas. Makes the adjustment, but this time a little bit too strong. We're still tied at 2. Both these teams have been out of sync offensively. An offensive foul going to be called there. That's on Ozaki. Ooh, it's not going to be on Ozaki. That's okay. That's the second here on Johnson. What was he doing? I'd like to really be able to talk to him after this game to find out what he was trying to do in that particular sequence. Holding on to the defender. That's an easy call for the referees, and now he's going to sit down. Terazono trying to extricate with the jumper. That's going to stay here. Touch last by Kalia Jones. Maybe not the best of shots though. Coming here from Shuto. Filipino fans interested to see where the respective coaches will send in Dwight Ramos and Matthew Wright. Good defense there. Early 3, not going to work. Kreiner picks up the rebound. We are still tied at 2. Almost 3 minutes gone here in the opening period. And only 4 points scored by both these squads collectively. Shuto will get that one to drop. Quick move there. They're going to call the little nudge on Kashiwagura. Roscoe Allen has checked in. He can add firepower to the squad, that's for sure. Terazono picks up his first personal. He says, yes, that's a good call. Agreed with the referees. In fact, gave the referees a thumbs up. One and done on the offensive side once again for Kawasaki. Another pass stolen, but they're not going to be able to hold on to that one. That would have been the second steal of Kashiwagura.
身を挺してボールを取りに行きます。今季加入の柏倉、滋賀から加入した選手です。
Nice look there, Tepe.
柏倉選手、滋賀から加入しているんですが、北海道のライアン・クリーナー選手も滋賀から加入し、
Coach Ginsberg there with some last-minute instructions.
柏倉とクリーナー。
His squad has come up with just 2 points here so far in 3.5 minutes of play.
さて、先ほど入店したプレーを見せた柏倉、前節琉球戦では5得点7アシスト記録しています。
Roscoe always puts up solid numbers, but they have not always contributed to a victory. Hoshino will launch. Come up short. Long three, Roscoe, no. Sekino clears. Oh, just 2 points on the board here for the Brave Thunders. Sekino will stop and pop. Yes! It's now a 6-point advantage at 8-2. Sasha Killier-Jones, that's where he operates, inside that shaded area. Some substitutions coming in.
今シーズン加入した森実渋谷からの新加入北海道のナンバー34森実海斗
Morizane will come in for the first time for Levanga Hokkaido. Sekino still up on top. Gonna put on as much pressure as he possibly can towards the ball handler. Not a good sign whenever you lose it. And it's a live turnover. Scoring there is Terrazono. And to force Artali, another 6-point advantage opened up here by the visitors. Now looking for more. Some new faces on the floor, but the timeout will first be called. We'll be back for more action in a bit.
後半に3回取ることができます。Kawasaki up to 1 time remain in the first half. 白山アッシュオンザパワー、長谷川3選手オンザパワーです。
Chance of Kawasaki once again. The crowd really trying to send their team to a victory here. Sasha Kalia-Jones will get his second basket. He's got 4 points. That was a well-designed play coming off the timeout from Coach Ronan. Can they get more of that? The deficit is still 6. Matthew Wright has been sent in by Coach Ronan, and a turnover here. Well, they say it came off the leg of the Brave Thunder. So we're going to stay here. Coming in now is number 66, Yuta Matsushita. That's him there. A little bit of a lull there. Terrazono got that one to drop. The shot clock was winding down. He was well aware of the situation. And now it's a 9-point lead at 15-6. Ryusei replies with a twinner. 36-year-old still with a lot more to give to his squad. It's pretty good defense there. Wright pushes, finds Roscoe. We'll get it back to Matthew. Right for the long two, short. The ball movement here. And get it inside the Kreiner. Stolen there. That might be two. No, the referees say no. Coach Ronan is saying, but he took a shot. Let's watch it here. So he didn't gather yet.
北海道選手交代です。Number 15、島谷蓮が入ります。
Some more substitutions here. As number 15, Ren Shimatani will come in for Shuto Terrazono. Pretty good stint on the floor here for Shuto. Especially with that late three. Sasha with a big slam. He's got 6 points in the contest. And suddenly a timeout is going to be called here by the visiting squad. They're still up by 5, 15-10.
count one final delay in the first half. タイムアウトを決めて川崎は選手交代はありません。両チームともにタイムアウトを決め選手交代はありません。
Nice move on the inside. That is gonna drop. Lead is back up to 7. Off that basket coming from Kaito Morizane. As we approach the final 2 minutes. Inside Ryusei. He got fouled. Shimatani there. The guilty party. He allowed Ryusei to just turn the corner, and his last minute swipe got him the foul. Both teams now in the penalty. We're going to need these free throws to drop. One of the easiest ways to get back. "17 to 12 is our tally. Morizane making his move. Will kick it out. Kreiner all by his lonesome will bring it closer. Nice swing. Shimatani for 3 will overshoot. Welsh gets that offensive rebound. Not hit the rim. They go to Welsh for 2. Nice lob inside. Kreiner off that steal. That's a poor foul. Takumi Hasegawa checked in and easily picks up that personal. 2 free throws now for Kreiner, and a chance for him and his squad to increase their lead. That's another one of their imports. Gets ready to check in. That's Terry Allen. Kreiner will hit the bench after those free throws, and here comes Allen. First entry, and we're now going to see Terry Allen in action. Elise Johnson is going to be sent back in despite the fact that he's got 2 personal fouls. A little bit of a gamble here. Let's see if it works for Coach Ronan. Allen will come up short. Lead is back up to 9. Could be more here. During this offensive thrust, Morizane looking for space. Gets inside the paint. And a foul's going to be called. That'll be the second now on Hasegawa. Or the third. Would it be the third here on Johnson? Let's take a look at the replay here. It should be on Hasegawa. It is. Johnson was coming in there trying to help, but he realized if he did, he would have picked up a third. He would have been on the bench for the next quarter. Morizane makes the first.
Number 6, 菊池弘子が入ります。川崎選手の交代です。Number 17、両エイター。この試合最初の得点を挙げましたアルゼンチントン。第1クォーターが終了しました。ご覧のように23対14でレバンガ北海道がリードしています。
さあ、ここからはスーパープレッシャーチャレンジ。挑戦者は本日の冠スポンサー、アグクリボスクリニック小児科医の斉藤良平様です。息子さんにいいところを見せようと50肩を押してチャレンジしてくれます。ルールは10秒以内にフリースローラインからシュートを3本打って1本でもシュートが決まればチャレンジ成功です。見事成功した場合、会場の皆様にはこちらの得点をご用意しております。じゃーん、アリーナ内サンダースキッチンで販売中のクラブオークションフードが1000品50円引きになります。観客の皆さん、成功するように見守ってくださいね。それでは参りましょう。スーパープレッシャーチャレンジスタート。10、9、8、頑張れなー、6、5、頑張れまたぜひリベンジしに来てください。以上、スーパープレッシャーチャレンジでした。
ナイストライ。第1クォーターを終えまして、ホーム川崎はビハインドの展開となりました。ここからセカンドクォーターを目指すんですが、前節の琉球戦においては強豪相手に一本の引かない戦いを見せた我らが川崎です。セカンドクォーターで主導権を握り直し、まずはハイスコア、そして追い越していきたい川崎です。
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome back to the B League as we welcome you to the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena as the second quarter begins. Jones from the outside. Check that, that was Terry Allen. Here's Jones. 2 fouls in all. Almost a steal. Shimatani ran out of space though, but again, being very active in the passing lanes. Ryan Kreiner will check back in place of Thomas Welsh. Nice to see him back in action. He was in the injured list for about 2 weeks. Allen needs to get himself going. They need points. Shinuyama goes to... That's a perfect play. Well run. Roscoe Allen there, trailing Shinuyama, expecting the pass. Shinuyama got it to him. Watch it here once again. Turns the corner. Goes back to his import. Nothing Shimatani could do. He was caught in no man's land. When he turned around, Allen was in front of him already.
スローが与えられます。
Looking to complete a three-point play and come even closer here.
アウトライン。北海道選手の交代です。ナンバー4、
Second personal foul on Shimatani. And comes in the starter, Shuto.
Number 25, lost cover. One shot. Good call, count, and one. Something play. Kawasaki lost cover.
Leads now down to 6. .17 is our tally. Second quarter just started. Sekino back. Sekino loves to move around, as you can see there. Nice basket from the outside. That will help their cause. Yuta Matsushita has that in his arsenal. Jones with the jumper, short. Jones is just not in a rhythm here today. Actually, he's been struggling this past month. Shuto stops, pops. Will come up short though. Kreiner can't put it through. Roscoe will push. He felt the contact, threw it up. Yuta Matsushita there will be called for the personal, his first. And that's going to be the second team foul. Dwight Ramos will check in. It's surprising that Levanga had him on the bench for that long. Well, as far as Coach Onodera is concerned, maybe he's worried because, well, Dwight has been in and out of the lineup because of injury, so he might be managing his minutes. Shinuyama will put up a 3. That rims out. Nice rebound there from Allen. Gonna go inside. Terry. Couple of moves. Flips it up. That'll drop. It's now back to an 11-point advantage here at 28-17. And Coach Ronan says, enough's enough.
Thank you, Adams and Robin. 川崎、前半のタイムアウトを使い切りました。対する北海道は前半1つのタイムアウトを残しています。川崎タイムアウトを開けてナンバー42マスト拓海をジャパン。
Back to our ball game here at the Todoroki Arena. Bigger deficit facing the home squad as Sasha Kalia Jones comes right back in. Short there on that incursion. He felt there was some contact. There was, but the referees say it's incidental. Shuto looking for space. Finds Kunoshita. Now inside, Dwight kicks it out. Terry for 3. That's a good setup job there from Dwight. Terry Allen just not knocking it down. So Terry Allen will come out. Thomas Welsh back in. I think for today's purposes, we're going to call Terry Allen Terry and Roscoe Allen Roscoe. Especially when they're both on the floor. Foul to be called here, Matsushita, his second. And Sekino will promptly come back in for him. Roscoe will bring it down. He likes to handle that ball. And he's a three-level scorer. One of the many three-level scorers we have here. That will not count. The foul was much earlier coming here from Dwight. His first. Dwight came out and suddenly quick attack there from Masuko. That's Takumi Masuko, number 42. We say again, that might be a charge. It is. Shinoyama saying he actually wasn't in good guarding position, but the thing was, he lowered his shoulder. Watch it here. You get the idea that Shinoyama was having. You just can't knock somebody out. That's what happened there. A lot of time still to be played here. And Ribanga Hokkaido already in the penalty. Shot clock. That's the second shot clock violation we've had here today. Roscoe plays to the defense being shown by his squad. Well, they really need stops if they want to be able to come back. It starts with the defensive end, and then you got to score. Coming in is Koya Kabari. Boy, one of the quicker guards that we have here in the B League. Chance of Kawasaki, we've heard that from the very beginning. And they need to be as loud as they possibly can, especially now that they're trailing. Kobari to the wing. Open three, not going to be knocked down there. Those are the shots Masuko's got to make. It's a design play to get him open, and he was open. Dwight. See what Dwight did? He lowered his shoulder, but just really with a little nudge onto the side there of Masuko. And so the foul will be called on Masuko. Earlier, about a minute ago, you saw what Shinoyama did. He literally just leveled his opponent. Hence, the offensive foul. Dwight got free. Won't knock that one down though. Matthew Wright in rhythm. That's a good sign here for the Brave Thunders. If he can get going, that will be a huge addition to their offensive sock.
川崎ナンバー35が中ライトのスリーポイントからで再開北海道ボール
Now chance of defense. After that 3, they're within 8. They're gonna need more stops here. A lot of time still remaining here in the first half. Shuto, they say, stepped on the sideline. Coach Ronan with so many problems. Dwight Ramos not really able to get going yet. We'll take a breather. Let's see if they try to look for Matthew Wright once again. They do. Sekino's aware though. Matthew Wright, floater, a little bit too strong. We'll get it back. Kobari with the jumper. Oh, she's a little too strong, but had a great line. Shuto on the outside. Kreiner for 3. Rims out. The outside shots for both these squads. Not dropping. Matthew says, let me take my shot at it. A little bit too strong. Terrazono with possession. Almost another steal. It's a steal by Roscoe. It's a 4-on-1 break. Roscoe takes it in all the way. And a foul to boot from Shuto. He should have just let him go. Roscoe was just baiting Shuto to come up with the foul, and he did. Watch it here. Just too many lazy passes. Terrazono saying, I was trying to get out of the way. But the referees deemed there was enough contact. Here it is from a better angle. And there was contact down low. Official timeout is where we're at. When we come back, an extra free throw here for Roscoe.
先ほどの北海道のファウルはナンバー4、セナドのシュート選手ついています。個人ファウル2つ目。チームファウルは北海道4つを超え5つを数えています。ペナントのセカンドポスター、ティーフィックス、川崎ロスコアレン選手のバスケットカウント獲得、ボーナスワンスローが与えられます。
Shooter's bounce there for Roscoe Allen, and that'll cut further into this lead. It's now just a 5-point deficit the Brave Thunders are facing. Kreiner with the handle. Nice ball movement. Ashuto takes a shot. Short. Sasha gets that rebound. Mabari finds the cutting Allen. Well run play. And that lead is down to 3. 8 points now in the contest here for Roscoe Allen. He has led the charge here in this comeback. 4 minutes remaining before the halftime break. Sekino will be fouled there. There was contact. It was late, but there was contact there, unfortunately for Matthew Wright.
Number 35, Matthew Wright.
Here's the previous play. Everybody worried about Kobari. They forgot about the streaking Roscoe Allen. Here it is once again. Allen expected it. Matthew Wright picks up foul number 1. That's going to mean three free throws. Kohei Sekino on the line. Gets the shooter's roll in the first. One more to boot. Those 3 free throws will give them some breathing space. Sasha in no man's land. He'll have to bring it closer. This is where he likes to operate. The flip, yes. Already with 8 points. Pretty good offensive night here for Sasha. They needed that basket from the outside. That'll give them some more breathing space. Courtesy of Morizani. Kaito's a dead shot from there. Allen tries to convert. No. Under 3 minutes to be played here in the second period. Trying to dribble around that basket and gives it up. Morizani. Ooh, that's recovered by Kreiner. Shot clock winding down. There's contact. Basket and one there. What presence of mind there from Ryan. Watch it once again. Masuko thought he had the upper hand already. Second personal foul here on Masuko as he gives up another 3-point play. So Nozaki will come back in place of Masuko. Nozaki had the first basket here of the ball game. Actually, that was the only taste of the lead for Kawasaki. Now they're down by 10. Well, Jones is back in. He's been a non-factor, especially with his 2 early fouls. Let's see if he can get it going here. Nice swing. Finds the open shooter. That's what you want to do. You need to get everybody involved. That time Nozaki with his second basket. He now has a total of 5 points. Kreiner, a couple of moves. Gets denied there by Sasha. First block in the contest here for Sasha. Not a good foul. Sasha doing what is expected of him there as the last line of defense.
北海道ナンバー5ライアン・クリーナーボディパート1つ目です。北海道選手の交代です。ナンバー25テディ・アレンが入ります。
Terry Allen has been reinserted into the lineup for the final 2 minutes and 6 seconds. 2 free throws here for Koya.
よいしょ。
There are the numbers on the 25-year-old.
Nice!
They'll knock both down. And the lead is just at 5. Once again, going to Morizani. Welsh will get denied. Second block here for Sasha. Shot clock is down to 4. And Morizani is bailed out there by that last second foul. Can afford a smile there is Nozaki. And I guess he knew he made contact. It'll be nice to see that on the replay if we can. But regardless, on the line is Morizani. So really no complaints from Nozaki.
Number 14, 星野恭介の入りです。
Under 2 minutes to be played here in period number 2. 39 for Hokkaido. Sasha inside. He should have actually just brought that one down. There was nobody there to challenge. Short there in that layup. And we're going the other way. Wow. Ren thought he got fouled on the way up. He should have actually concentrated a little bit more to at least get that basket, and you'd be looking at a 3-point play. There was no foul called, and so there's no basket whatsoever. Scores unchanged. And again, chance of Kawasaki. The layup, a little bit too strong again. They're missing a lot of chippies. An offensive foul is going to be called there on Thomas Welsh. That'll hurt. They had the advantage, and Nozaki says, it's about time. Thanking the basketball gods there. Talk about getting there in the nick of time. Welsh probably missed him. Because obviously Nozaki is not his primary defender, so off the switch, all of a sudden he found Nozaki right under him. Can Jones get himself on court? That's gonna count. That should. Matthew Rai was able to get away from his defender. They're gonna count the basket. First personal foul going to be called there on Hoshino. Trying to bring his team to within 4. There are 50 seconds remaining here in the half. Both teams wanting to finish strong. It'll stay here. Nice pressure being put on by the guards up high.
北海道選手の交代です。ナンバー5、ライアン・クリーナーが入ります。
Krein will come back in. More of an offensive weapon. Terry's in as well. Kaito hits. Kaito's got range, that's for sure. Leads back up to 7. 3-second difference from the game clock and the shot clock as we wind down the half.
さあこのオフェンスを得点につなげたい。
They might want to take a shot in the last 3 seconds. But there's a steal. Definitely not something you wanted to see if you're Coach Ronin. Kaito will give it up. Kreiner banging bodies. One referee, it looks like, was about to say it's a charge, as again hitting the deck there is Nozaki.
ロールバスケット。バルコスキー、ナンバー12、野崎、トリバル2つ目です。野崎セカンド。
1.7 seconds remaining.
ナンバー1、関野康平、ナンバー6、菊池宏斗が入ります。フリースロー北海道、ライアン・クリーター、トゥーシャー。
First will drop for Kreiner. Lead back to 8. Time for a long pass. They want to have a decent attempt. Kreiner will miss. That's actually a very smart play from Sasha just to make sure that he saved 1 point. Those shooters bounced there. 2 quarters are done here at the Todoroki Arena. And it's still the visitors showing the way at 43 to 35.
皆さんのパフォーマンスをカメラが狙っています。第3位、楽しくやってください。アイリスはクリスマス衣装で臨んでます。ローズはまだだね。ビビスターマンはクリスマスはまだだね。皆さんパフォーマンスを楽しく、BB スターマンのタオルありがとうございます。今日はね、コラボレーションしてますので、振り付けはあかねさんが、そして楽曲は草村ばあさんが、いいね、ローズとヘアバンドかわいいよ、正面、いいじゃん、いいじゃん、お姉ちゃんかなっていうこの子は。はい、こちら、ベイスターズユニフォームでご来場ありがとうございます。忙しいですね。ブレイブサンダースのヘアバンド、ロールのヘアバンド、BB スターマンのタオル、BB スターマン、人気だよ。はい、こちらも忙しい。ロールとスターマン双方持っている少年 BB スターマンのタオル。さあ皆さんの個性的なパフォーマンスをカメラは大好物ですからね。こちらありがとうございます。こちらねレプリカのシャツを着てもらってますが、アメリカのシャツ、ベースボールシャツやってるよ、いいよ、レプリカとロールのヘアバンド、柏倉哲平選手のファンですね。ありがとうございます。BB スターマンのタオルのあなたももっともっと。さあ大詰めです。ジャンプジャンプ、ボーイズもガールズも。さあどなたに豪華景品が渡るのか。さあこちらのベースボールシャツのあなたも、お三方の女性とロールのヘアバンド、どちらが優勝したのはベースボールシャツのお三方です。おめでとう。 いや、忙しいですね。横浜とかいろいろ持ってもらってます。ありがとうございます。出番から応援もされてますね。はい。忙しく応援をしていただいたお三方には、チリチタ映画鑑賞券と試合観戦チケットが送られます。ハーフタイム終了後から試合終了後30分以内、総合案内所までお越しください。ダンサーサンダース冠スポンサーラチッタデッラでは今年もサンダースファミリーの皆様にお楽しみいただくためさまざまな企画の開催を予定しております。最新情報はラチッタデッラ公式サイトまたは公式 SNS をご確認ください。以上、ダンサーサンダースプレゼンテッドバイラチッタデッラでした。サンキュー。さて続いては本日のスペシャルゲストにご登場いただきます。皆様盛大な拍手でお迎えください。横浜 d n a ベイスターズ三浦大輔監督です。2021年から横浜 d n a ベイスターズの監督にご就任されまして4年目となる今年、見事チームを26年ぶりの日本一に導きました。本日は共に神奈川県を拠点に活動するクロススポーツチームとして競技の垣根を越えた交流の一環でご来場いただきました。それでは横浜 d n a ベイスターズ三浦大輔監督よりご来場の皆様、中継をご覧の皆様、そして川崎ブレイブサンダースに向けてメッセージを頂戴いたします。三浦監督、よろしくお願いいたします。
皆さんこんばんは。横浜 d n a ベイスターズ監督の三浦大輔です。川崎ブレイブサンダース、今シーズン苦しんでいると聞いてます。でもまだまだ試合は残っているということで、チーム一丸、選手とファンが一体になって戦っていけば、最後の最後、ひっくり返せると思いますので、みんなで一丸となって戦っていきましょう。応援します。
三浦監督、ありがとうございました。それでは本日ご出演の記念に三浦監督直筆サイン入りボールを3個これより観客席に投げ込んでいただきます。通路を走って追いかけたり階段を駆け下りる行為は大変危険です。ご自身の席から離れないようにお願いします。さあ三浦監督、強肩。さあ今アリーナ正面に行きました。違う方面に行きますか。三浦大輔監督が皆さんの方に近づいてきます。アピールしてください。身を乗り出さないようにアピールアピール。さあ強肩でどちらにスタンド先ナイスキャッチ。さあ最後の1個ラストボールはどこに投げ込まれますか。さあ今選定中です。いいアピールをしてくれたあなたに、いいアピールをしてくれたあなたにボールがいきますよ。三浦大輔監督からバックスタンド、アリーナですね。ナイスロー。素晴らしい投げ込みを見せていただきました。三浦監督、ありがとうございました。皆様、来シーズンの横浜 d n a ベイスターズと三浦大輔監督のさらなるご活躍に期待を込めて、どうぞ大きな拍手をお送りください。本日はご来場誠にありがとうございました。そして DB スターバーもしっかりとサポートを忘れません。ロールもありがとうね。アイリスもサポートありがとうございました。ここでご案内です。本日ご来場のお客様の中から抽選で3名様に三浦監督直筆サイン入り色紙をプレゼントいたします。応募方法は川崎ブレイブサンダース公式 LINE アカウントにコメント機能を使ってひらがなで三浦監督とご入力、ご送信いただくだけでどなたにもご参加いただけます。受付はハーフタイム終了までとなっております。なお抽選結果につきましては当選された方にのみ試合終了までにメッセージを配信いたします。残念ながら外れた方にはメッセージを配信いたしません。あらかじめご了承ください。さあ続いては音楽の時間、関山さんの DJ タイムです。横浜進化。
ここで B リーグよりお知らせです。 B リーグでは2025年1月18日土曜日から19日の2日間、りそなグループ B リーグオールスターゲームウィークエンド2025 in 船橋、各イベントの出場選手が出揃いましたのでご紹介いたします。はじめに各コンテストの出場選手ですが、関作さん、注目の選手などいかがでしょうか。
そうですね、やはり篠山選手ですかね。はい。昨シーズン川村選手が、スキルズチャレンジ取ってましたけども、篠山選手もですね持ってる男だと思いますので、今シーズンは何かやってくれるんじゃないかと思ってます。
そうですね、非常に楽しみなこちらのコンテストになります。続いて若手選抜とアジア特別枠選手による B リーグアジアライジングスターゲームの出場選手になりますが、こちらに関してはいかがでしょうか。
そうですね、本日の対戦もありますドワイト・ラマス選手、マシュー・ライト選手がですね、同じチームでプレーするというのはちょっと楽しみですね。
同じフィリピン勢ですから、もうアジア枠の選手もね、いろんな選手が各チームにいて、
本当そうですね、
非常に楽しみな対戦になります。こちらも楽しみです。続いて B リーグ U15 および U18 の選抜によるインフロニア B リーグ U18 オールスターゲームの出場選手はこちらです。非常に若い選手たちの活躍にも期待がかかります。そして各種投票や B リーグ推薦で決定しましたりそなグループ B リーグオールスターゲームの出場選手はこちらです。出場選手は特設サイトでも発表されておりますので、ぜひご確認ください。川崎ブレイブサンダース、次のホームゲームは12月28日29日の茨城ロボッツ戦。今節は年末の風物詩川崎エナジーデイズとして開催し、スペシャルユニフォーム付きチケットを販売しています。今年のスペシャルユニフォームはビクトリーゴールド。会場全体が金色に染まるスペシャルな2日間をアリーナで体感してください。続いて年始一発目のホームゲームは1月4日5日の仙台戦、新春キッズデーとして開催します。ご来場の皆さんに漏れなく和装姿の選手写真に新年のご挨拶が入ったお年玉付き年賀状をプレゼント。チームからの新年のご挨拶、新春プレゼント企画、選手が考えたサンダースおみくじの販売、その他多数の企画をご用意しております。また本節の2階席を小中学生限定でワンコイン500円で販売中。新年最初の週末は轟きアリーナで思い出を作ろう。
These are the highlights here of the first 2 quarters of play. And then we'll show you the numbers. Sasha there with a nice baby hook. And then Terrazono again using his speed here, beating the buzzer, scoring that 3. That's a nice find there. Ryusei sees Roscoe trailing. Roscoe will complete that 3-point play. And then from the outside, Matsushita. Matthew Wright with his only 3 of the ball game so far, but he has been the focal point of their offense here, together with Roscoe Allen. Roscoe will take it on all the way, and a foul to boot from Terrazono. Terrazono should just try to get out of the way in that instance. There's no way you're going to be able to stop Allen. Allen likes doing that, moving without the basketball. Some misdirection being done here by the point guards as Morizane showing us his range as he knocks down that 3. Nice find on the outside. Nozaki hitting that one. And again, another 3 here for Kaito. He had 2 threes in the first half. That'll bring us to where we're at right now, 43-35 in favor of the visiting squad. As you can see there, shooting much better from 2-point distance, where the Brave Thunders 50% as compared to 35%, but making up for that is better shooting from 3 for Hokkaido, 35% as compared to 20%. Plus, they also had 7 more free throws made, 14 out of 17 for 82% clip. Both teams took very good care of the basketball. 6 turnovers only for the Brave Thunders, 7 for Hokkaido. As you look at some more numbers, the glaring number there is 22-10. And those are the points in the paint. So Kawasaki, because of Roscoe Allen, really with a plus 12 there. Everything else essentially even. As you can see, the 8-4. Those are the fast break points. Scoring leaders for the Brave Thunders, 8 apiece for Kelia Jones and Allen. And 6 points there for Matthew Wright. For Hokkaido, 12 points for Morizane, coming off those 2 threes. And at the same time, 8 points apiece for Terrazono and Ryan Kreiner. Look at more numbers, 25 rebounds for Levanga, only 16 for Kawasaki. The assists dead even at 7 apiece. You can see the foul trouble. 2 apiece for Terrazono, Shimatani, and Matsushita. Rebounding story. Thomas Welsh has 12 rebounds. And 2 apiece for Sekino and Kreiner. 6 boards for Kelia Jones, 2 for Allen, 2 for Kobari. Foul trouble there. Nozaki, Johnson, Hasegawa, and Masuko. All 4 of them with 2 fouls each. So Johnson able to really handle himself quite well. He picked up 2 quick fouls in the first 3 minutes of action. We're all set to go. Ryusei has been a fixture here in Japanese basketball for so long. And here he is with a nice pass. Jones flips it through. 43-37 is our tally. Shuto replies there. He's now in double digits with 11 markers. See, they try to get Elise Johnson involved once again. Off that cross pick, a foul will be called. That will be number 2 on Hoshino. Not sure you want to make contact with Sasha, who's double your size. Second personal foul, first team foul called on Hokkaido. Matthew Wright inside, easy layup. That was a breakdown in defense there. Not seen too much of one of the stars of Philippine basketball in Dwight Ramos. He played a few minutes only in the second quarter. Let's see when he's fielded in here. Welsh with the jumper, yes. Well, they don't really need his services at this particular point. Elise, not that time. He's back up to 9. Shoot to Terrazono with the left hand, yes. The lead is back to double digits. 13 points now in the contest here for Shuto. Sasha. That's his favorite move. He's in double digits as well with 10 markers. Kreiner will be fouled. That's going to be number 3 here in Elise Johnson. And again, decision-making time. So Coach Ronan says, let's send in Roscoe Allen back in the fray. Cooling his heels once again is Johnson. He'll have to sit down for at least 5 minutes of actual game time. Shuto with the jumper. Oh, he started out really well here to begin the second half. Back up to an 11-point lead. Sasha again. Sekino came in from behind. Tapped that away. And it's off. Sasha. Coach Onodera very happy so far with what he's seeing from his boys. Coach Ronan just wants a little bit of confirmation there on what Sasha should be doing. Let's see what Sarge Angels he'll come up with. Almost losing it, but getting it back there. Shuto. Now try to make his move with 6 seconds remaining. They go inside to Welsh. Welsh scores! But was he fouled before he took the shot? Shinoyama saying, what could I do? He's just too much bigger. You can see the switch there. But Shinoyama looks like he fouled him before he made the turn, so that's a good foul. You can't give up the easy 2 points. Back out to Shuto. They work the 2-man game, this time with Kreiner. Kreiner will launch from 3. Back rims that one. Shinoyama off to the side, right. Dumps it into Sasha. Sasha again. That time he was fouled. Again, when he goes to his right, he's very difficult to stop. There's the foul, they say. And a slight nudge. Leah Jones makes the first. Cuts the lead down to 10. The free throws will bring the deficit down to single digits. Nice move just to get it past the timeline. Actually, Yoshino's done quite well here, quarterbacking for his squad. Welsh with the jumper. A little bit too strong. Matthews helped out in the boards as well. Now we'll get it back. Right. Stops, pops from 3. He felt there was contact, and the referees agree. 3 free throws now here for Matthew Wright.
Kawasaki home.
Wide open, and he makes the defense pay. $55-49 is our tally. Matthew Wright with an inside incursion. Cuts the lead back down to 4. He's got 16 markers. Very good offensive night here from Matthew. Under 5 minutes to be played in the third. Arizona trying to sneak one through, gets blocked there by Allen. He thought he had the defense beat. Actually, he had Sasha in front as well. Hard for these small guards to take it into the land of the giants, but Shuto is fearless. He'll try to bring it inside. This time takes a jumper. Couple of tips, ends up with Kreiner. Arizona will put up a 3. Yes! Nothing but the bottom of the net there. He's got 18 points, and it's now back to a 7-point lead here for the visitors. And to set up Sasha. Sasha wasn't expecting that. Sasha thought it was going to be a shot. Nonetheless, he was able to get that offensive rebound. Here was that jumper in the face of the defense. Knocking that one through. Morizani back in. More firepower off the bench now. Here for the boys in white and green. The Vanga Hokkaido's record is 6-13 at the moment. They need to string together a lot of wins just to get back to 500. Wright forcing the issue. Thought there was a foul there. Referee say no. Roscoe the tip, but it still ends up with Kreiner. Lucky break there. Kreiner now in double digits with 10. Blocked. Sasha getting a taste of his own medicine. As a foul will be called here on Ryusei. Good foul actually, to stop the forward progress of the offense of the opponents. He turned around and he saw that they had their offense really rolling. Had to come up with a foul. It's going to be number 3 though on Shinoyama. Now Coach Ronan wants to talk things over with this timeout.
Thank you, I'll hear. は両チームともに3回取ることができます。川崎has 2 timeouts today in the second half. 第3クォーター、川崎レッドは35マッシュ・ライト選手、得点を量産しております。現在16得点、マッシュ。
The lead was already down to 4, and then another big rally put together here by Levanga. 5-point swing brings that lead back up to 9. Could be more. Terrazono for 3. Tapped once again there by Welsh. And they'll run their offense. They're really going out on Morizane, and well, they should. Shimatani there with a shot. Got away from his defender, flipped it through, and he's got a 3-point play to boot. Foul's going to be called there on Matthew Wright. Check that, that's Yuta Matsushita. Matthew Wright will pick up foul number 2. A little bit too strong there from Utah. But the lead is back to 11. Approaching the final 3 minutes of the third. They find Roscoe, and Roscoe with a big slam. That should get the crowd right back into it. 10 points now in the contest here for Roscoe. That got the crowd on its feet. Energized them a little bit. Another defensive stop here. To get them energized even more. Utah. Inside Welsh, almost got taken away. Shot clock's down to 2. 3 on the way, not gonna work. Ends up in the hands of Matthew Wright. He'll push forward. Roscoe. Now they ran their set. Sasha. Try to bring it closer. Goes to his strong side. He'll have to finish with the right hand as well. That is his stronger hand. And there was some body contact by Ryan Kreiner. It'll be number 3 on Kreiner. Will be given a seat. Expecting back early in the 4th. Now let's see what they can get from Terry Allen. Now it's his time to shine. Here comes Ren Shimatani. Shooter will take a breather. Expect him to start the 4th as well. Sasha Killier-Jones with 2 free throws. He's been adept there at the free throw line. That's what you got to do as a big man. Make sure you hit those shots. Matthew Wright also given a rest. He should be starting the 4th for the Brave Thunders. Leads down to 7. Can Terry Allen get going here? That's what Hokkaido's asking for and hoping. Utah back up high. Morizane. And you can see Terry not even able to take a shot there. Roscoe was looking at the time and didn't even have to pressure him. Shot clock violation that time for Hokkaido. Now Sasha on the outside. in no man's land, and that's going to be a turnover. Sasha is not the kind of import that will drive and dish. Once he drives, more oftentimes than not, he'll be taking the shot. Too much production also from Elise Johnson here for the Brave Thunders today. Foul will be called, and not a good foul from Kobari because both teams are in the penalty. Shimatani says, thank you very much. Let me try to add to my personal tally and to the lead of my squad. Coach Onodera has done a masterful job quarterbacking for his squad here from the bench. And there you see Dwight Ramos hasn't really been utilized that much because he is coming off an injury. Lead is back up to 9. Approaching the 1 minute mark of the third. The Brave Thunders need to score. They get it inside to Sasha. He tried to finish with the left hair. That is his weaker hand. Shimatani gets away inside. And a foul to boot. That's a 3-point play in the offing. The lead is back up to 11. Could be at 12. And 12 will be the biggest lead in the ball game for either squad. Got the defense napping there. Makes you wonder what Iida was thinking of. Because his man had the basketball. First personal foul there in Rio. Shimatani looking to complete the 3-point play. And does. Under a minute to be played in the third. Roscoe's trying to drive. Actually, pretty good defense there by Terry. Terry with the block. And a foul is going to be called. There wasn't that much contact. That should have been just a let-go situation. But nevertheless, a foul is going to be called. It will be number 2 on Koya. Koya will be replaced and Matthew Wright sent back in. They need some offense. Still not getting anything, even from the free throw line, is Terry Allen. Can they get at least one free throw here? Estepe comes back in. Time for a possession each. Johnson sent back in. Matthew. Got the defense to collapse. That's good reaction. They go to the wing. Boy, they really swung it as much as they possibly could. Well, foul's going to be called there on Matthew Wright. Things going from bad to worse here for the Brave Thunders. Little contact, but there was contact nonetheless. Enough for the referees to blow their whistle as Matthew will pick up foul number 3 and 2 more free throws again for Hokkaido. Matsushita makes the first. .5 is enough time for the Brave Thunders to manufacture a shot, but not off that miss. Good block there. So we are done with 3 quarters and still trailing here. right now their biggest deficit that they face tonight. And the home squad as they trail by 14.
残すは最終第4クォーターとなります。第3クォーターで川崎は劣勢となり少し点差が開きましたが、まだまだ追いつき、そして逆転できる点差です。ここはホーム川崎、この極みが連敗で出演、この試合絶対か川崎第4クォーターNumber 18, Kamata Yuya on the court.
Welcome back to the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena, our venue here tonight for action as the Kawasaki Brave Thunders host Leavanga Hokkaido. 15 seconds now into the final quarter. Terry left open for this one. Will miss. We're going to get another shot. We go to Thomas. Thomas with the local defender. They might want to go to that mismatch, but a layup here from Shimatani. 55-71 is a tally. It's now a 16-point edge. Roscoe can't get that to drop. Oh, they're going to need a stop here. Yuta, extra pass. Morizane. That's usually money. That was a good pass, and a foul will be called here. Shimatani there with a body check. Third personal foul will be called on Ren. Just making sure that it is just a little body check, and so there will be no unsportsmanlike foul called. Matthew Wright, left wide open, overshoots. That's been the problem with the Brave Thunders all throughout the season. They've had stretches wherein they have struggled to score. Well, there, Alize Johnson will score. And you can see Coach Ryotaro Onodera not wasting any time, not wasting any chances. We'll call a timeout here.
後半両チームともに1つずつタイムアウトを取っています。
Back to the action here from the Roar Arena, or as they say in Japan, the Todoroki Arena. Nothing still there from Terry Allen. He has helped out defensively, no question about that one. But on the offensive end, he has been left wanting. But at the same time, his squad is still up here by 13. Nice jumper there. Kashiwagura getting that one to drop. Cutting the lead down to 11. There's more than enough time for them to make a comeback here, but they need stops once again. Morizane from deep. Yes! That's huge. That will swing the momentum back to their side. Johnson with the handoff will get it back. Once again, Terry with a good stop. Rebound there. Coming from the big man. Welsh already with 16 boards. First personal foul going to be called there, Roscoe. As we said, Terry has not been able to really help out offensively, but defensively, he's been a rock. Lead is still at 14, and they've got possession here. Morizane to the wing. Sekino will be fouled. That's going to be number 4 here on Matthew as he reached in. Wright might have to hit the bench here for at least 2 minutes. Unless Coach Ronan wants to leave him in. There was the contact. 2 free throws for Sekino as he makes the first. Biggest lead that they've had. Sasha trying to go to his stronger side, goes to Roscoe. Roscoe for 3, no. Another rebound here for Welsh. He's approaching 20 rebounds, but that pass slightly tipped, but it's going to stay here with Hokkaido. Here comes Alize Johnson back. Welsh already with 17 boards. Doesn't need to score. His teammates have taken the scoring load. He's just gobbling up those boards. He might easily get to 20 rebounds. Sekino will go inside Kreiner. Couple of bumps. And he'll get that one to drop. It's now an 18-point advantage at 78-60. It's a travel going to be called there, and Sasha. He made that move towards the basket before he put that ball on the floor. Situation deteriorating here for the home squad. But still, the fans chanting defense. That's what they need to do. It needs to start on this end of the floor. They cannot allow Hokkaido to just keep scoring. Kreiner will kick it out. Morizane for 3. Another rebound here for Welsh. Number 18 for him. And they got a brand new 14 to work with. Kreiner will bring it closer. that going to be a foul on Tepe? Or also reaching in there was Matthew. So they say it's a foul on Tepe Kashiwagura, his second. 6 minutes remaining in this contest. No Ryosei Shinoyama on the floor here. But at least not yet. Roscoe sent back onto the bench. This has not been their strongest combination of imports because Roscoe is the best scorer they have. Kreiner inside. That'll drop. And it's now a 20-point advantage at 80-60. And nothing the Brave Thunders can do but to call this timeout. They need to score here, and they're not going to score off a wild shot like that. Rebound number 19 for Welsh. Now they're going to try to use some clock here. The clock is the friend of Hokkaido at this stage. Backing violation will be called there. One of the few turnovers we've seen here for Hokkaido. Hokkaido so far with just 9 turnovers. So they got the stop. The biggest question is, can they score? They've had so many stretches so far here this season wherein they've had a drought. They can't even get the ball inbounds. 5:17 to be played. Three on the way, not gonna work. Kreiner grabs that one. They're gonna walk it down with a 20-point advantage. They just need to use clock. Out of time on the shot clock, no need to panic here for Kaito. Tries to bring it inside. That's going to be a kickball for Sasha, leading to this official timeout. Our first dead ball situation after the 5-minute mark on the fourth is where we're at.
サンダースファミリーが一丸となってチームにエナジーを届ける時間です。タオル、ハリセン、クラップ、皆さんのやり方でチームにエナジーを届けてください。一緒に行こう。
Still mathematically possible, but they've got to be able to stop here. And they did stop the offense of that miss from Welsh. Now they need some quick baskets. They're wasting a lot of time. Sasha inside, yes. That will cut down that lead to 18. Then they get another stop. Kaito. Go inside, Kreiner. Kreiner will miss. Early shot there. Can they get a basket? Talking about the Brave Thunders to make this interesting. Yes, they can! Tepe there will score. Bringing that lead down to 16. Could be 15 here with his free throw. And the clock stops. That's the worst thing that can happen for Hokkaido. You want that clock to keep running. We have not yet seen the re-entry here of Dwight Ramos. Could he be reinserted here in the final 4 minutes just to ensure victory for his squad? He's got a lot of experience, but he's still there on the bench. Sekino, callers at board. Actually, Shuto Terrazona has also not been reinserted here by Coach Onodera. Shuto Terrazona is their lead point. Tepe with the foul. Now in the penalty of the Brave Thunders with still 3:50 remaining. Shimatani will give it up. Nice active hands there. Kreiner almost had an easy bucket. Now they've tightened things up defensively here. It might be a little bit too late. Let's see. There's a nice swipe from Tepe. Morezane sets. Offensive rebound again. And the putback there for Welsh as he tries to move to a double-double here. Sasha will kick it out. They're burning too much time. The foul will be called there by Sekino. Only the third team foul, so they're not yet in the penalty. Coach Onodera says, never mind. That's a third for Sekino. So Welsh does have 20 rebounds, and Sasha just throws this one away. Dwight Ramos so far has played a little under 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 53 seconds. Morezane will be given a break here. Here comes Shuto. So this might be the combination to end this game for Hokkaido. Kreiner goes inside for the big slam. Lead is back up to 20, and that should be ball game. Shot inside a little bit too strong. 3 on the way, yes. Tepe there with a 3. But it's still a 17-point advantage as we get under 3 minutes here. A lot of pressure up front. Kreiner. No look pass inside, and they go to the big man. And now with a double-double of 10 points, 10 rebounds is Thomas Welsh. Looper, not gonna work. Rebound number 22. Now they don't need to take a shot anymore. They're just gonna use clock. Nevanga will pick up win number 7. Shuto from 3. Under 2 minutes. 3-pointers, not gonna drop. Another rebound here for Thomas Welsh. He has gobbled up all those boards. No need to rush. They still have 6 seconds on the shot clock. Now they'll put up a prayer. Officials say Brave Thunder's ball. But job done in terms of making sure Mac a shot with 3 seconds to be played. Now the shock troopers have been sent in. Little over a minute remaining. 86-67 is our tally. Johnson with a long 2. No. Quite surprised they still have Shuto there inside, as we have under a minute to be played. Open 3, yes! Everything working here. This is now the biggest lead at 89-67. Tepe will score. And some substitutions here. Ooh, Dwight Ramos is going to be sent in. Not quite sure you want to do that to somebody who is just coming off an injury. Just give him more rest, because he is a vital cog. They send him in here for just 2 plays. He gets beat there. But again, that was really just token defense put up by Dwight. Is going to be called here. Why? The Brave Thunders are in the penalty, and they're down by 18. You don't want to extend the ball game anymore. Not to mention the fact that you don't want more points to be scored, though. Short there on that shot from Hiroto Kokuchi. Terrazono screaming at Kikuchi, saying, you got to make that free throw. He misses both. We got one more chance. Kobari, I think, doesn't realize it. And a foul is going to be called here. Nakano with a foul. So both teams now in the penalty. 0.9 remaining here. They just need to get this in bounds, or they're going to try for a shot. Yes, they will. Will fall short, but Levango Kaido will come away with a victory here this Saturday evening, winning this one 89-71. Matthew Wright was able to get his numbers offensively. Just not enough help from the rest of the squad. We're going to have interviews coming up, as we're going to listen to Coach Ryotaro Onadera, and some of the stars of our winning team today, Levanga Hokkaido. So the home team will address the fans here at the Kawasaki Todoroki Arena as we get set up. Talk to Coach Onadera.
はい、このでヘッドコーチよろしくお願いいたします。
お世話になります。
まずですね、本日スタメンに星野選手を、抜擢したと思うんですけども、
はい、
その辺のですね、普段どういうところでその起用を決めたのかというところをちょっとお聞かせ願いますでしょうか。
はい、非常にここ最近のゲームでもパフォーマンス良かったですし、おそらく柏倉選手がスタートのポイントガードで出てくるだろうという想定で、僕たちもそういう準備をしてきたので、星野恭介は滋賀の時に、柏倉選手と同じチームでプレーしていて、彼の特徴もよく分かっていて、ハードにこう前からプレッシャーかけて彼にストレスを与えるというのが今日の一つのゲームプランの中の彼の役割であったので、はい、そういう意味でスタートを起用しました。
ありがとうございます。次にですね、昨シーズン、同じ時期にですね、川崎に2連勝したというところもありますけども、その辺の相性など、ちょっとチームの方で気になっていることがあったら教えていただけますでしょうか。
そうですね、非常にこの会場っていうのは選手もやりやすさを感じていると思いますし、去年2連勝というイメージも残っていると思うんですけども、川崎さんのチーム自体が、昨シーズンとは全く異なるチームなので、そういう意味では自分たちが、苦手だったり得意だったりというそういう意識は全くなく、自分たちがこの短時間でこう準備をできること、それを優先順位を考えてしっかり止めるべきところを止めて、こういうゲームに臨めたというところが良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
はい、 では最後に、明日に向けてですね、今日、勝利を点差をつけてですね勝利をしたと思うんですけども、自チームで修正しなくてはいけないところをちょっと1点教えていただけますでしょうか。
はい、最後の終わり方も良くなかったですし、いろんな40分間の中で自分たちが求めるレベルのディフェンス、特にピックアンドロールゲームで、多くの失点を今日許したので、特に日本人のハンドラー、それからマシュー・ライト選手の部分で多くのミスをしてしまったので、そういう部分を修正しながらもっともっと自分たちでステップアップしていいディフェンスできると思うので、そういう部分では川崎さん相手ということで非常にタフなゲームになるんですけども、明日また、もう一つ取れるように頑張りたいなと思います。
はい、ありがとうございました。はい、また明日よろしくお願いします。
明日も打ち切る覚悟でよろしくお願いします。
はい、まさにタオルにかけてもらったボールがね、明日からまた。続いて東也君。
はい、本日はご来場いただき誠にありがとうございます。なかなか苦しい結果は残ってしまいましたが、明日ゲーム2に向けて寒さを忘れるような熱い
Nice statement there from Coach Onodera. He said Yoshino is getting better in recent games, and so that's why I started him today. And more than anything else today, we said we had to come out with our best. The offense at the end of the game, it wasn't so good. But we may have to make it better for the next game.
まずは本日の勝利おめでとうございます。
Tremendous performance here
バイウィーク
for
明け、スタ
Naito
ートでは
Morizane.
なくてですね、ベンチからのスタートになっていると
15
思うんです
points,
けども、
5 assists,
本日
and
はです
3
ね、
rebounds
スリーポイント
in
3本、
21 minutes of
という
action.
自分の成績を今日見てですね、どのように振り返りますでしょうか。
はい、自分のそのスタッツとかっていうことよりも、やっぱりチーム全体が、やるべきことを遂行してやったからこういう結果になったし、それがやっぱりいいシュートが生まれた結果かなと思います。はい、
はい、ありがとうございます。渋谷の時とですね、北海道と、コーチから言われることだいぶ違うと思うんですけども、特に北海道に来て、コーチからですね、これやってくれっていうところがあったら教えてください。
はい、オフェンスの面でのやっぱり役割が大きく求められているので、そこは自分でも意識して、もちろんディフェンスは自分の仕事をやらなくちゃいけないので、そこをやってオフェンスの面でチームにたくさん貢献できたらいいなというふうに思ってます。
はい、昨シーズンの北海道に比べるとですね、日本人の、得点が伸びているというところは森下選手の活躍があったと思うんですけども、さらにこの後ですね、もっと北海道が勝利するために自分がどうしていきたいというのがありますでしょうか。
はい、オフェンスやっぱり求められていることを、しっかりコート上で表現していきたいですし、それがやっぱりチームの助けになればいいかなと思ってます。
ありがとうございます。明日に向けて、ブースターの方に、一言お願いします。
はい、明日も、一つ一つ大事な試合だと思ってます。しっかり、勝利に向けて全員で頑張ります。応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
レバンガ北海道ゲーム1にご来場いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。非常に名残惜しいんですが、
As you enjoy the highlights, in that interview Morizane talked about, he said, I don't think my stats really matter as much. I'm here to win the ball game. If I can shoot, I shoot. If I can make it, I make it. But more than anything else is I want wins for my squad, and so I have to play my role. We thank the fans for supporting them here once again, especially that throng of fans that they had behind the bench that traveled all the way here and are watching at the Todoroki Arena. And they're looking forward to more victories as Levanger Hokkaido picks up their 7th win of the season. Still a lot of games to be played. They've played 20 games after today. And so they still have 40 games, more than enough time for them to still be able to come back. More than enough time to be able to still make it to the playoffs. A lot of basketball still to be played, especially after the Christmas break. Hokkaido got off to a very good start in that first quarter as they led 23-14, and they never looked back. Steal there, and Roscoe will finish, plus getting a foul from Shuto Terrazono. great sequence in the second quarter when Roscoe had so many baskets off assists from his teammates. And they were able to bring that deficit closer. But after 2 periods, it was still an 8-point advantage enjoyed here by Hokkaido at 43-35. Trying to make a run once again here for the Brave Thunders in the third. Sasha had 3 baby hooks today. He got his offense going, but just wasn't enough. Matthew Wright had a pretty good scoring night, but unfortunately for him, it's going to be another loss. It's going to be loss number 16 for the Brave Thunders to drop their record to 4-16. There's Matthew, perfect find. Was able to find Roscoe with that pocket pass, but they just couldn't get it done on the defensive end. Look at this one. All the way home was Ren Shimatani. And then he'd score once again. After 3 quarters, it is a 14-point lead by Hokkaido at 69-55. Johnson there would hit. Johnson, though, wasn't really able to help out today on both ends. Tepe would heat up late, but wasn't enough. Morizane hits his third 3. And then even Ryan Kreiner got away with a few buckets inside. Kreiner inside, big slam. That would bring the lead up to 20, and that was it. Shibagura will hit there. But again, you just can't afford to trade baskets. No look pass. And a solid effort here for Thomas Welsh, especially off the boards. Thomas would finish with a double-double, 10 points, 21 rebounds. As we take a look at the numbers here, both these squads shooting just about the same from 2-point distance. 51% for the Brave Thunders, 48% for Levanka Hokkaido. The big difference was from 3. Shooting 5 more threes, that's 15 points. 33% as compared to 23%. And they also had 7 more free throws. 21 as compared to 15. 9 turnovers for Levanka Hokkaido, 10 for the Brave Thunders. Almost even there, 10 and 11. Those are the points off turnovers. So just about even. Plus 12 though for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. 42-30 were the points in the paint. But it didn't matter. As we have the leading scorers, leading rebounders, and leading assists. Assist men. So we have Kalea Jones with 16 points. 18 points there for Shuto Terazono to lead all scorers there for the winning squad. And then with a huge 8 rebounds here for Kalea Jones, but 23 boards for Thomas Welsh. I thought it was 21. It was 23. As we said, it was a double-double. 10 points, 23 rebounds, and also 2 blocks. In the assist department, Allen would have 5, Shinuyama with 4, and Kobari with 2 for the winning squad. Morizane would have 5 also for Kreiner, and 2 dimes for Shuto Terazono. And that's going to do it for our coverage this Saturday afternoon. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Till next time, take care. Have a good evening ahead. God bless.